Folks, today I'm going to talk about, again, very important points about unconditional love, compassion, mercy, sympathy, and so on. Is unconditional love the same as compassion, mercy, showing mercy to people, sympathy to people? That's what I'm going to be discussing, because you need to understand this. And there are two reasons why you need to understand. I'm going to be talking about that also. At the end, I'm also going to be talking about the source of life and also the unconditional love aspect of golden light. I'm going to be talking about it. Very important. Okay, let us start. I'm sure there are many people, when it comes to love, unconditional love, or love in general, they will either talk about bhakti or compassion to people, mercy, sympathy, and so on. Is that really unconditional love? Is it really love? The bhakti is really love? They're all not unconditional. Let me explain why. Let's take about compassion. A lot of people talk about compassion. Compassion is one of the greatest thing. That's what people say. Even J. Krishnamurti was talking about compassion. Compassion is very good, excellent. Only realized people will have compassion. Is that really so? What is compassion? Compassion, you show compassion to people. When you show compassion to people, suppose somebody is suffering, you show compassion to people, to that person. And you don't have a compassion. You don't have a suffering. That person has suffering. So you are different from the other person. And suppose somebody is kind of rich. Not really rich. He has a lot of money. And another person is poor. Maybe on the street. When you go to temple, a lot of people are there begging for food, money, and so on. You are compassionate. You you sympathize with them. You show your mercy, compassion, and you give money to them. Is it really unconditional love? No. Why? Because your mind thinks that you have money, the other person doesn't have money. Both of you are not equal. That's a very important point. That's why I want to bring about. The same way, when you show sympathy, when you show mercy towards somebody who's homeless, for example, you go and give them something, cheer them up. At that point, you are somebody who has the power to give sympathy to them, or by giving something, by even nice words. But they are the people, that there is the other person who is receiving your sympathy, your mercy, doesn't have he has a problem, he or she has a problem. So you are comforting him. So you are different from the other person. It is not unconditional love. The reason why it's not unconditional love is unconditional love is between equal people. I've been telling right from my first video. I do not see any of you to be different from any other person. All are one and same. Hindus will say that God is everywhere. God is you, God is me, God is the other person, so on. When that is so, how come you Your mind acts, you are different from the other person. You are showing mercy to them. You are being compassionate to them. Most of the realized souls do that. What about bhakti? Same thing. Why do you show bhakti to your God? Because that God gives you mukti. Or you want something from that God, so you go and you have bhakti for that particular God. You are expecting something. It is not unconditional love. It is conditional love. Unconditional love is between equal people. If any realized person says that you are different from the other person, he has not really entered into the divine world. All that he has done is he is still with this her or her mind probably reached a samadhi state where there is only the seer, the one which sees or experiences. In the experience there is no thought. This is what they have reached. And then they come back and teach that. Is that really unconditional love? What is the example that I've been giving you for unconditional love? Children, 1-month-old child, 2-month-old children. They all smile wherever they were born. They all smile at each and everybody unconditionally. They have no idea. They don't think that you are a Christian or Hindu or Muslim, you are an Indian, you are a Tamilian or North Indian or American or European. No, nothing. They do not differentiate between anybody. They think everybody is equal. That is unconditional love, my dear friends. Why nobody is talking about unconditional love, whereas they're all talking about compassion, bhakti, sympathy, mercy, because they don't know what is unconditional love, what is golden light. You know, a very famous name for Shiva is Arunachala. Hindus probably will know that. Aruna means red color in Sanskrit. Hindi also, I think it is Aruna. Chalam means kind of river or seashore, sea or something like that. What it means is sea of red light. That's what is Arunachala means. Do they really understand this when they say, I'm Shiva, I've reached the Shivahood? No. They just see, they through the third eye, they see all the experiences of people who died, and that is third eye. These two are two normal eyes. So I have 3 eyes. I'm Shiva. I've reached the Shiva. That's what they say. It's ignorance, please, folks. I've been telling you, Shiva's 2 eyes are red eye and white eye. And when I see that through those 2 eyes, the two jyotis come out, the red jyoti and white jyoti. And then when they join together, then there is a golden light comes from here. Those are the 3 eyes. That is what Shiva is, not the one with the normal 2 eyes plus this. Who is promoting this 2 eyes plus normal human eyes plus this? All the so-called realized gurus. They even construct statues, huge statues with the two human eyes and plus this, because they probably raised the Kundalini or something to this the third eye, and then they see this few things. I have told you many times what are they seeing there from the Akashic record, and they are claiming that they are Shiva, by the way. Okay, so Arunachala is, Shiva is Arunachala. There is another word, another one, famous word, Sonachala. You know what is Soni? Sona means gold. Chala means light. Sonachala means, light, Chala means river or sea. So Sonachala means golden light. That's what is Sonachala means. That's the one. That is the preserver, the so-called preserver, Vishnu in Hindu terminology. And for the white eye, white sea of light, they don't want to call given a name like that, because they think that it's Brahma. Brahma has done something according to the Purana. Brahma has sexual desire for his own daughter, and that's why the Shiva has removed his one of the four heads. These are all Puranas. You are being immersed in the ignorance by the Puranas. Okay, now let's come back to the golden light. As anyway, most of the people will say Chat Chit Anandam. Sat means the truth, reality, which is this world, that is the red light. I have told you several times. It is the red light that the five senses plus the mind project as the world, this world. And golden light is a life principle. I told them. So I told you it's a life principle. It's also a love principle. Has anybody told you that golden light is love principle as well as the life principle? Has anybody said that? If you talk to any of the so-called realized people, they will say, what is life? Prana, that is breath. But breath is an effect of the. But breath is nice. It's not. It's the effect, because the golden light is behind, and that it gives the effect of prana, the breath. Why nobody has said that golden light is a life principle? Because they have not been the creator. They have not entered into the divine world. Why I say that it is a love principle and life principle? Do you remember? Recall one of my experiences. I was in the darkness, and I suddenly see three heads forming. They are not. They are just lifeless. And then the golden light goes from here, from my this place, and falls on the central head of the tree, and then it becomes a beautiful woman's face, who gave the life to the lifeless figure of the three heads, the central one especially, the golden light. That is why I call that as a life principle. It can give life. And why it's a love principle? Because that that woman's face, it's a symbol. There is no woman in the in the divine world. It's an energy. Okay, remember that always. There is no woman there, no human beings there. And that one smiles at me. So much love, my dear friends, that I could not withstand that love. I went and merged with her. Because of that, I became the one with the 5 snakes behind. There is love. This is what you call Lakshmi Kandan. Lakshmi is that golden light. Lakshmi is not gold that you go and get. So on special days, you go and buy gold because you will get more gold if you buy on that day because it's auspicious for Lakshmi. And when a new daughter-in-law comes to your house, you consider her as a Lakshmi because he is going to bring a lot of wealth. Lakshmi is the gold. Lakshmi is not gold. It's a golden light. It's not gold that you wear in your necklace. That's why it's called Lakshmi Kandan. Vishnu is called Lakshmi Kandan. And then golden light is the Vishnu. I told you several times, is the preserver, central one. How does he preserve? Using love, unconditional love. You understand why I'm calling this? Why nobody has called that golden light as a life principle and love principle? Because they have not been in the divine world creating all this. I also told that the one with the 5 snakes behind is what is called Vinayaka in Shaiva tradition. And it is called the Vishnu who lying on the snake bed of 5 snakes, dreaming the world, dreaming the human world. That's me. I experienced that. I said that. Is there anybody ready to listen to this? Nobody even heard about my experiences. They are not interested. Because how is it possible for this guy who gives YouTube video be divine? And another thing I forgot about compassion. Compassion, as I've been telling you, is used by not only in Hindu religion but also in other religions. Compassion, happiness, Anandam. Everybody knows about Anandam. Even Adi Sankaracharya said, I'm not Vayu, that is air, I'm not sea, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not a guru, I don't have a guru and all those things. And at the end he will say, Chidananda Surupam Sivoham Sivoham. That's every time he will finish with this. Chidanandam. He will say Anandam. He didn't say love. Why? Because he has been told the 3 gods are Sat Chit Ananda. The Sat is Shiva, that's what he is assuming to be, and Chitananda, Anandam. People experience, they say, we experience joy. That joy is human, mind-created joy, my dear friend. One more experience which will tell you why the golden light is life principle. I said this, I didn't say this so many times. So let me say this. I was talking about Varaha Avatar. I was in the darkness, and then there is a tall figure. It's again symbolic, with the outline of golden light, makes some movements of sexual movement about me, in me, who is in the darkness, total darkness. And then he takes out, again, all these things are symbolic, folks. He takes out a pig and then throws out. And then the pig runs, white pig goes running. And then I look at that. I become that pig. That is Varagam. And its sexual organ is a male one. And the sexual organ has golden light. That is the life principle. That's why I've been saying, when a husband and wife, they have sexual relation, when the husband experiences that climax, comes out the semen, and that has sperms. And that has a life principle, because that's why it is able to run, swim, and then goes and impregnates that egg from the mother. That organ, sexual organ of a human being, and the white pig is golden light. That's where the golden light is, life principle is. Has anybody so told this to you? Because because they're all at the human mind level, my dear friends. Everybody, they have not reached beyond their human mind. And the love principle. That's why I tell people that when you have sex with your wife, if you consider her as same as a divine being like you, when you see that young 1-month-old child in front of you with whom you are having sexual relation, and then you yourself, that is the one, you are the 1-month-old child having unconditional love to everybody, and both of you have sexual relation. When you love your wife unconditionally, when she loves you unconditionally, that sexual relation is equivalent to creating a new human being. That is the Swargam. That is the extreme joy. You do not have to do all these meditations and say all these mantras. By the way, we have still time. Anyway, I have to talk about some of the avatars also. I hope I will talk about that in the next video. I don't have much time now. I have only about 5 minutes left. Okay, so remember always. By the way, what is Om? Om, 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 Om. You keep on reciting they say if you recite this 108 times Gayatri Mantra, then then you will reach Shivahood, or you will reach Godhead. Is that so? How many times? How many you can you can hear that every day? You hear that. If you Gayatri Mantra or the Om, 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 why the Om is, they will say Pranava Mantra. What is a Pranava? It's a creation of the three divine lights, my dear friends. That's what happens when I see the three lights through my three eyes. White eye, red eye, and then golden light. That is Om. When the two lights, when the white light and the red light merge together, and then as a result, the golden light comes. That is Om. Has anybody said that before? Why? They have not said this before. Because they are repeating whatever Purana says or your Vedas says. Adi Sankaracharya even said, I am not Vedas. I am beyond that. But you are stuck not only in Vedas, but also in the idols. How much money you go and spend on Muruga's, Kartikeyan's temple, Shiva temple. I also said many times, Anbe Shivam. That's what in Tamil they say. And so all the Shiva temple in Tamil Nadu, they write Anbe Shivam. Anbu means love. They didn't really mean the love bhakti, unconditional love. It is not Shiva is the love. That's what they say. It's unconditional love is Shiva. But anyway, they are not. They are just for Saivites. Shiva is everything. They don't recognize Vishnu or Brahma or everything Shiva. That's why they call um, uh, golden light as Shiva. Okay, folks. So let me very, very clearly tell you guys. And most probably in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the avatars, so-called avatars, messiahs. Briefly, let me tell you, I have a little bit more time left. Jewish messiah, they are saying that he will come with a sign inside his forehead. And then whoever sees that, then they will immediately obey. Whether they are Chinese or Russians or anybody, they will immediately obey. And then obey the Jewish Messiah. They will consider, they will think that the Jewish people are special people. Bible says that my people, Jewish people are my people. What about other people? They all have to come and obey them. That's what they say. And what about Jesus Christ when he's going to come? When he comes second time, let it be written in golden light. Write it everywhere. Jesus Christ is not going to come second time. Jewish Messiah is not going to come. The same way, the Mahdi, the Islamic Messiah, is not going to come and establish Islamic State. No. Kalki is not going to come and establish Sanatana Dharma. By the way, if Kalki comes, how do you guys will recognize? How the Hindus will recognize? He will come on a white horse. So he's going to come in the white horse in the street. Then you will recognize him as a Kalki. Or he will be born as, already they have decided the father and mother of Kalki. See, these are all human imagination. They all want their savior to come and save them. But this is human imagination, human desire. It's not going to happen, my dear friends. When I'm gone, you are really, the whole humanity is going to suffer for a long time without knowing what is what in the divine world. All religions will be destroyed. All your temples will be destroyed. All the symbols of ignorance will be destroyed. No politicians will be left. No gurus will be left. That's when you will realize unconditional love, the golden light, life principle, love principle, not the compassion. Talk to you folks in the next video.